increase the rate of people who come in and spay and neuter their pets. Beth from the SPCA came and talked to us about 3 different problems they've been having at the SPCA regarding spay and neutering, increasing adoption rates, and also returning pets to owners. So as a group, we decided to go with spay and neutering because we felt that even though all the challenges or all the problems are related in some ways, that spay and neuter was kind of the biggest and probably the solution would be the most tangible, and so we went with spay and neutering because of that. So Amelia is going to talk to you about the process.
So we did a lot of research. We used the FAQ Facebook page, the website, and the newsletter, and we learned a lot. We learned a lot from the research, and when we visited the SPCA, we found how amazingly clean it was, how they're not necessarily cages, but there's kind of a place where the animals can stay in, and it doesn't really seem like a dog jail. And when we went out to the community and did a survey on and asked people if their animals were fixed, we thought it was important, and what they thought of the SPCA. And so Kevin and Henry are going to talk about the solution.
Okay. One of the things that we noticed when we first went to the SPCA website to start our research was that we were actually having trouble finding the clinic itself. As it is on the current website, do you see there is no clinic tab. You have to go to services and you have to click on veterinary clinic, and then it kind of gives you like one huge section that kind of is like a big run-on of all of the different procedures that they offer. Like, it's not really broken out very well. And it does have like links to different places at the top, so when we tried to click on those, it would just take us to a part of the giant page that already existed. So one of the first things that we wanted to do was to actually like redesign the whole clinic section of the website to maybe make it a little bit more user-friendly and clear up some issues with people who might potentially be getting their pets spayed or neutered at the SPCA to make it a little easier for them. So this was our idea. We're going to have our own veterinary clinic tab, as you can see here, pet training. We also decided that we would put all the information that you needed right on the front page. So if you were just trying to get there to see the phone number, it was easily available.
Wait. This is not part of our presentation, but does it have to be that zoomed in? Like, is there any way we can see the full page?
Don't worry about that now. You got to roll with it and go.
Okay. So that was our idea. We also noticed that they just started to redesign their website, and in their new design version, this image varies like between a couple of different images, so you're not stuck with whatever's there. It'll be like a kind of a slideshow. So we really wanted to use that to our full advantage. To make a couple different variations of images that could possibly be there.
End of your slideshow.
Okay, that makes sense. Wait, what?
And so this was really just our idea behind the whole thing. Getting all of these different aspects out there. And this is one of our alternate images. We kind of wanted to advertise like a meet the staff sort of page, which now Olivia will tell you more about.
Okay, so within the Meet the Staff page, we figured that we could do staff bios because we noticed that there is a lack of that on the website. And when we went to the SPCA, we were lucky enough to have the opportunity to actually meet one of the veterinarians. And she was really nice and was really willing to talk to anybody who would want to talk to her. And I don't think people understand that they have that opportunity to do that, or that she's available to talk. And so we set up the staff bio page, which this is just kind of basic, but we figured it could include like their name, position, phone number, email, and then kind of their credentials or what they've done or how long they've been a veterinarian, how long they've been at SPCA. So,
and then another part that we wanted to kind of keep from their old design of the website was like their Ask the Experts page, where you were able to like ask a question, submit it in a form, and it would be responded to within a few days. So that we didn't need to make its own page for that because it already existed, and it was actually separate from the big massive clinic page on the first website. And so we decided to do a photo gallery. So one of the things that we noticed when we went to the clinic was actually like how nice and clean it was. So we decided that everybody online also needed to see how nice and clean it was, because I think there are a lot of misperceptions that because it is the SPCA, because they are also an animal shelter, they may not have like great facilities, or they may not be like up to par with the private vets out there. So we just wanted to kind of like issue this misconception. And then we went ahead and created a separate page, and eventually we hope that like there would also be a page for not only spay and neuter but also for microchipping and stuff. But since we had time constraints, we decided to only focus on the spay and neuter aspect, and this is our work in progress.
So this is the third image that will scroll through on the main clinic page. Like Emmy was saying, that instead of just having one picture, there's 3 different ones that keep cycling through just to get more information on it. Oh, and this is our new kind of slogan, our interim slogan for Neutermania. Oh, we didn't have Neutermania, we just kind of.
This is when you would talk about it.
Okay. Should I talk about it?
You got time.
Okay, well, Neutermania originally was their slogan for their campaign. It's $10 to neuter male cats, and while we went and talked to everybody on the street, their reaction was kind of like, ooh, like, what's Neutermania? It's just kind of weird, and I don't know, it just was not a very good reaction to it, so we tried to come up with a new slogan. We just said, fix the problem, fix your cat. So, not the virtual cat.
Okay, so we thought another thing we could add to the website is a virtual tour.
Why?
Because it could show how nice and neat, kind of clean the clinic is. So this is thing I kind of drew out. This is eyes point of view, bird's eye point of view. So you can see when you walk in, the lobby, front desk, and then the actual clinic area. So basically, if you press one, so on a website, if you click on one section, it will basically go to a picture.
Kevin, turn and face us and use your right hand to point to things. Very good.
So the staff is a very friendly, they're very loving, very caring, and are in really good hands. And then the veterinarians are very determined to help their the animals. They and they just really want to try to help them as much as they can. This is one of the doctors already at the veterinary clinic.
So when you click on the clinic part right here, it will basically go to a picture
Right hand.
of the clinic, like the tables or like. Okay, so we want the surgery room is a state of art. It's clean, it's professional, and has very advanced equipment. And they make sure they want to have the animals have like a painless procedure. So now we're going to talk about how we think our solution helps the issue.
Well, as I said, one of our primary concerns here in thinking of a solution was to disprove all of the maybe conceptions that people already had about the SPCA, and so we hope that we've done that by showing people like the actual side rather than like the side that they might have already had imagined. So we leave less to the imagination and put more of it so they can actually see it.
And if you're putting it on the internet, will give people a better opportunity to learn about the SPCA or to. Okay.
We're done.